Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll start on the ground. Hall. There he goes, right side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On play action. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from the 20. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Up to the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, and go get the quarterback.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Hardman on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Gets around him and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Hall on a give up the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Connection made to Ruckert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So Rodgers will depart in on his Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here taken in by Parker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's
and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jermaine Johnson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. Now a short one to Gesicki. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they are able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
39 yards there, a big one.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, where they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll go again with Hall. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now Rodgers. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson from 19 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Jets 14, Patriots 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Marcus Jones. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Patriots.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they move the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll give to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Straight ahead is Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the counter, it's Stevenson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. Down the sideline he goes. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so went through his progressions and ended up severing on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
What I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Brings Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Marcus Jones, a return man. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. In motion, right goes Smith-Schuster. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Stevenson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Rodgers now on first down. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He gets it underneath to Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers out to his left. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, Paul. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. keep this a 15-point game. Well, and still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Rodgers going to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Wilson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. One of those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in the open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now Mayfield. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Here's Abanikanda. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That second down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So Rodgers will depart and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th. As they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
3rd down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Carter. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Jets 37, Patriots 16. Frank Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Play fake. Mayfield. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now a 2nd and 2. To throw, Mayfield. Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Jets advance to the next round as we say so long, everybody.